So your third station is going to be the sled pull. Standards of this one is women's open is going to be about 78 kilos. Women's pro and men's open is going to be 103 kilos, and men's pro is going to be 153 kilos on this one. Simple rules to start off with. You're obviously going to have that line in the carpet. Your toes can't cross that line. And the same at the back. You're going to have a line at the back. You're going to have roughly a 2-meter box. You can't leave that box. The judges will tell you if you do cross the line, they'll give you a warning. If it happens again, you'll probably get a penalty. First thing that I would say on this one in terms of technique, before you do anything, is make sure you take the slack out the rope, no matter which technique you're doing. I see a lot of people in Hyrox try and grab the rope straight away without the slack on it, pull it, and then they fall backwards. Especially when it's your first pull, there'll be no tension on the rope. So what I normally do is grab the rope, pull it, take the tension out of it, and then start your movement so you don't fall over and look like an idiot. In terms of technique, there's a few options on this one. I'll run through one by one, and the last one will probably be more of a technique you'll have to use if you're doing the pro category because the sleds are so heavy. Technique number one, if you've got the upper body strength to do so, is just going to be get to the front of the box, reach as far forward as you can, and then from there, you're going to pull and muscle it from that position, almost as if you're doing some sort of lat pull down, rope pull. That's option number one, but again, it's quite a tough one. It might be something that you use if you're doing doubles because you have the ability to rest a little bit more. Option number two is again having that rope in between the legs and doing a technique which I used in my first ever open race, which is going to be pulling and walking back at the same time. So from this position, feet at the front of the box, take the tension out the rope, reach forward, and then you're going to walk back and pull at the same time. Drop the rope in between your legs, step forward, reach forward, and then pull and walk back again. So that's another option that you can do. As you can see, I'm trying to manage my rope and push it behind me so I don't trip over it. Next option is going to be the rope's going to be to the side. This is my personal preference for if the sled is quite heavy for you or if you're doing the pro weights. So I have a dominant side, which is my right side. I'm going to reach forward, take the tension out the rope. I'm going to almost deadlift it, walk the weight backwards, arms nice and straight, pull in, and then from there I'm going to push the weight to the side, walk forward with my hands, step forward, and then reach from that position. Again, the rope will be managed to the side on this one. So I'll run through it at full speed, deadlift, walk back, push that weight to the side, drop, and then go again. Or alternatively, you can chuck the rope to the side, step forward, and pull. And then again, I'll finish the movement off. That sled has to be completely across the line before you then run to the other side. Again, you've got 4 lengths of 12.5 meters, so 50 meters in total. In terms of sled pull, this is where most of the people get pulled. You can't start your pull, which we'll go to that end actually. Say we've already done 1 length and I'm running here. I can't start until you're now behind me. So I've got to wait, I've got to wait, I've got to wait. It's behind me, now I can start pulling. Some people do start their pull before the partner's behind us. So you can't have one person at each end pulling for efficiency. You've got to have the other partner behind, and the partner who's behind doesn't have to stay in the box. They can stay out of the box, but they can't touch the rope. So they can't fill the rope. So say you're tangled in your rope like this and your partner wants to help you, you can't. That's the rules on the sled pull. So it's literally get behind you. Obviously on the day, because we're limited with space, you can probably go to the side, but on the actual day, you have to be behind your partner. Can't start pulling until they cross the line, and just don't block any of the lanes out, and you can't touch any of the rope.